My husband forgot my birthday for context. My husband lost his mom to breast cancer years ago, and he was heartbroken to say the least. I think it was the worst I've ever seen him to this day. At first, he wouldn't stop crying. He would wake up sweating from dreams, or he would break down at breakfast at just the thought of her. But it was suddenly tears all the time to nothing. It's almost hard to explain, but it was like looking at a wall, like there was just nothing going on up there and he was on autopilot. I tried getting him to therapy and he thankfully didn't protest. I knew there was nothing I myself could do to fix this. No one could. There's no way to get over it. You just get tolerant of it, and I knew that. I just tried to be a crutch to him. For starters, I always tried to make breakfast and dinner. I thought that one-on-one time might help ease up stress, maybe be an outlet of some sort. But it was so silent you could hear a pin drop. Anything I asked him was somehow responded with a one-word answer. I tried getting him out more, socializing with friends. I tried making plans with just them as a guy's night or just me and him, but even his friends would tell you that you couldn't get a word out of him. He'd just listen to the conversations, never said anything. I tried putting little things out as reminders of her. I tried making a day where we did things she loved doing. He was so blank sometimes it was like he was trying to forget about her as a whole. So that's where my thought process was. Bottom line, I tried everything. I tried things from professional that might resonate with him, and I tried things with just me knowing the person he is. But it was just nothing. And as selfish as it sounds, I was so tired. I tried for months on end, and it was like he took a breath before beginning a conversation with me. It was the loneliest I felt. But I was determined to get him back to his normal self, regardless of the difficulties involved. One day, I tried dinner again like usually. And I guess he had enough of my pestering and absolutely blew up at me to stop bothering and nagging and just let him be on his own for a while. He had said that he was doing everything I asked, and he just wanted to be alone. As painful as it was, I did just that. I let him be. If everything else wasn't working, maybe I was wrong and he really did just need space. During this time, we barely talked. If we did, it was just about work times, groceries, or other mandatory things. But that's all it was. He seemed the same. He wasn't going out with friends. He stopped therapy. He was just work, come home, and repeat. My birthday had rolled around, and he treated it like every other day. I wasn't expecting much, but something even just a happy birthday. But I didn't get a peep out of him. I was hurt, but I made the most of it. I made dinner and a cake, and we had sat down for dinner then after I went to the kitchen. I lit the candles on the cake, and then he followed me, and it was just full-on waterworks out of him. It was the most expression I've seen him use in months, and I was shocked. He had came over and hugged me for the first time in a hot minute and whispered an apology in my ear. For some ready, which I still can't wrap my head around, this was what cracked him out of it. I had done so many things, quite literally, cried blood, sweat, and tears for something out of this man, anything for months on end, and nothing but this was what somehow got him. It still seems quite insignificant for the things that went on before this. For this to be what finally got him talking is still a head-scratcher for me. But he hugged me and told me how sorry he was. He told me how much he wanted to give back the love I was giving, but he just couldn't. He told me how much he appreciated everything I had done for so long. It had been almost a year since I had gotten this kind of attention from him, and I got emotional. We had finally sat down and talked for hours, and it wasn't perfect from there, but he was trying his hardest, and I forever appreciate that. However, the moral of this story is, he forgot my birthday years ago. This was in my late 20s. I'm now in my 40s, and every year he does something more extravagant than the last for my birthday. And he says it's because he has to make up for the 1 year he missed it. I'm 48 today, and he's still going all out for my birthday. My boy.